What's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at One Step Change Drift, and this is the larger figure. Picked him up at Target for about 25 bucks. Now, size comparison wise, here is Leader Class Prime, and here is Voyager Class Evasion Prime. As you can see, he's about the size of a Leader Class figure, which is really weird because this thing is big and not complex at all. In fact, it's more of a pain in the butt than anything else. So posability-wise, he has some posability here in the arms and in the elbows. Fists don't move. Head flops up and down. Head does not move either, and he's constantly looking down. He does have Drift's overall look of a samurai warrior to him, except for, well, he's even got the blades up here, but instead of gold, they are modeled in blue. Overall, it's not a very good-looking figure either, and it is incredibly top-heavy thanks to all this plastic. But the hinges here, or I should say the struts here in the back of his legs, which are hollow, do keep him up reasonably well. However, there is some flexibility in the foot. You just need to be wary of that. So if you've got the arms pointing back, he's gonna have trouble standing, but right there he's okay. But if they leaned back any farther, he's gonna fall over. Thankfully, his heels are nice and long, so he's not likely to fall over. But I normally just kind of bend his elbows, and that gives him a little bit more stability when standing. As you can see with the figure's head sculpt, it's Drift, but it's not colored right. It looks more like some kind of Japanese kabuki mask than anything else. It's all smiley and super kind of creepy. It should be gold, but it's silver here. I'm okay with the silver, but it's definitely not show accurate, that is for sure. It is very nicely detailed, however, and it's still really damn creepy. For a head sculpt comparison, here is the deluxe class figure. As you can see, all gold. Even the crests coming off his helmet. It looks kind of the same, except less evil. The deluxe class figure looks less evil than the One Step Change. Because the One Step Change, it just looks creepy, like a evil samurai clown. Transformation for this guy is kind of insane. To start with, take the arms, straighten them out, and put them straight out to the sides, and pull. And when you pull, you are unlatching his shoulders from behind his head here. So pull and pull. And now we're supposed to spin it towards us. We're supposed to grab the figure and spin it towards us 1, 2 revolutions until the car collapses. And then when you do that, you can grab the whole body of the car and push it down, then bring the sides of what were the arms and push them in and then peg them into place right above the rear wheels. And peg them in, and it's actually not super easy to do, especially on Drift, because he's all black. And then finally, take his fists and collapse the one fist first so the pegs are exposed, and then collapse the other, and just pray to Primus that it holds once you peg them together. And then you just start fiddling with it and pressing in different spots until things click into place, and you end up with a cohesive car mode. To give you an idea on the size of the alt mode, here he is with Leader Class Prime. And as you can see, even with their wheels touching, he's quite large. He's probably, I'd say, 3/4 the length of Prime. He is easily bigger than Prime's cab section, though. So, yeah, it's not a very small figure in either of the modes. Transforming Drift back from his rather bland car mode, though I do appreciate that they did add detailing in the silver highlights, is fairly simple. Reach around back and unpeg his arms, and then that will pretty much just loosen up the entire figure. Grab the front of the figure and spin the nose of the vehicle down and away from you. So 1, 2. And then place the figure up and push his shoulders in until they snap into the pegs, which feel very, very flimsy. This whole transformation gimmick just does not feel like it's going to last very long at all. Overall, this bigger, more expensive one-step change Drift just doesn't feel as much fun as the smaller, less expensive version. I guess that's just because this guy transforms like a switchblade and this one, well, doesn't. And that goes a long way in my book for a fun transformation. But again, these figures are not for me. They are geared at the smaller children. But I don't think small kids are going to like this either. The larger figures just feel more fun, and Lord knows the Generation figure is a more interesting and I should say posable figure. I'm not saying this is bad, I just don't like it. That doesn't make my opinion invalid, but then again, the figure isn't really designed for a collector such as myself. It's for kids, and unfortunately, my kid is not old enough to yet play with one of these things. But let's see if he likes it anyway. What do you think of the Transformer? Huh? Transformer? Transformer? Nothing. As you just saw, the baby did not care. And to be honest, if you're a collector, neither should you. If you're a little kid, you might like this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this look at the larger one-step change drift. I'm Baltmatrix, and as usual, I'll catch you next time.